Thanks for joining. My name's Andrew Cousins, Business Development Manager here at Omningage. And today I'd like to take you through a whistle-stop tour of Supervisor Connect and Omningage IQ. Today I'll be touching upon some of the system's core features and functionality, and at the end I'd like to welcome any questions that you may have. So as you can see, this is the manager or supervisor's view of the world. The supervisor would be interested in visual queue statistics, where they can help manage a modern workforce. On the dashboard in front of you is a series of widgets that can be enabled or disabled based on the personal preference of the supervisor. The supervisor has the freedom to rearrange the widgets to suit their own personal preference. And of course, the platform remembers their choice. So when they log in next, it will display the widgets as they left off. So as you can see, we have visual queue statistics. This is giving the manager or supervisor an overview of all of the available agents, the agents that are not ready, contacts handled, contacts that are in the queue, and contacts that have been abandoned. Also, we're showing longest call in the queue, average hold time, average handle time, and average answer time. So all of the key metrics associated with their teams or departments at a single glance. The supervisor can select or deselect the various different queues, so they've only got visibility on what is appropriate to them. We're also showing the manager or supervisor queue SLAs. This can be over the last 24 hours or over the last week. And also we have topicalization. This shows the supervisor the exact reason why customers are making contact with the contact center. In this instance, over the last month, new ticket sale has been the most popular trending reason why people are making contact. We also show agent statistics overall. So it's showing how many agents are logged in, how many are ready against who are not ready. We're also showing average handling time and average hold time. So all of the information you need really to stay present and understand exactly what is happening within the contact center environment. Supervisors can act like agents. So if they wanted to, they can make themselves available and ready to accept interactions across omni-channel. That includes voice, web chat, email, social media, and of course, SMS as well. When in not ready state, the supervisor can access the phone book where they can make outbound calls manually using the dial pad or using the corporate directory. They can perform a single click and make an outbound call to peers within the contact center. If they're speaking to someone on a frequent basis, they can nominate them as a favorite by hitting the star icon. And if you head over to the favorite section, this is where they can access all of the favorite contacts and perform a single click to dial to make contact with them from here. The supervisor also has visibility on the back office present state using Microsoft Teams, so they can easily check who is available, who is away, and who is offline from this particular area. The supervisor also has access to the team's Net Promoter scores. Here they have a more granular view. They can select a date range of choice. In this instance, from the 1st of December to the end of December. As a supervisor, I can see all of the different surveys that have been offered, the promoter scores, the passives, demoters, and the overall NPS score in that date range. I head over to the team monitoring section. Here, I've got a deep dive overview of who is available and who is not available. Here, I can see Andrew Cousins has been ready for 24 minutes and 3 seconds, whereby Thomas Clark has been not ready for 26 minutes and 30 seconds. If I head over to the 3 dots here, I can change the state of the particular advisor or agent, and I can also view the history. When I view the history, I can see all of the interactions the agent has handled during their working shift. I can expand those interactions to check what the wrap-ups and tags were associated to. I could also view any notes that were left by the agent or advisor. Just scrolling down, I've got a nice overview of how the agent has spent their time in this particular shift. So all of the different states that the agent has dispositioned themselves in. So I've got a nice overview of how productive they're being in their shift. Queue statistics. This is giving a more granular view of queues or departments, how many calls are currently in the queue, the longest call in the queue, agents that are ready, agents that are not ready, and the average answer time. Just head over to Interaction Explorer. This is a place where managers or supervisors can search and replay interactions quite easily. There are a number of different set criteria that can be used to search and replay. It could be the customer's name, the contact number. I may want to isolate a particular agent, so I could pull up all of their previous interactions. I can search by wrap-ups. I can search by tags that have been entered during the call or during the interaction by the advisor or agent. I can select the channels, so email, web chat, WhatsApp, Facebook, or voice, for example. I can search by segments, so conference calls, consultations, or transfers. I could also search by inbound or outbound direction. And of course, we have a date range, so you can select a start date and an end date, and then you can run that query. If you're using Net Promoter Scores, we can search by low customer feedback, or if we're looking for any real sort of good examples, we could search by high customer feedback scores. I'll give you a quick example. I will select an agent, in this case, Andrew Cousins. I will search by perhaps a voice interaction, and I'll quickly just run that search. The system's gone away and returned all interactions for this particular agent or advisor. I'll pick one at random. This one's for 6 minutes and 38 seconds in duration. As you can see, you could expand that interaction. I have agent data, contact details, customer details. I can see the wrap-ups and tags that were entered by this particular agent. And if you wanted to, you can enable customer sentiment. In this instance, if you look at customer sentiment, you can see that it was negative connotations during this call, over 13.64% of the interaction. Positive is 31.82 and neutral 54.55%. If, of course, the negative sentiment was extremely high, this might jump out at me as a supervisor or manager that there could have been some kind of negative interaction with the customer. You can see the tag is already saying it was a dissatisfied customer, so this could be a good call to listen to. Using the three icons here, I can easily view the transcript of the interaction. I can download the transcription by hitting this icon here. I can check the CRM to ensure that all of the popular fields that should have been populated are filled out. And I can also play this interaction or this call recording. Hit the play icon. Just below then, the media player will load up. Now you won't hear that, but in my headset, it's currently playing the call recording. You can speed it up, you can slow it down, or you can just jump to various different parts of the call. We are working on a QM Lite, a quality management Lite sort of solution that will enable supervisors to score the interaction based on set criteria. So a great place for supervisors or managers to search and replay interactions, whether they're interested in performance, or perhaps it's a complaint or escalation. Then of course, really important module that Omningage have built into the desktop for supervisors and of course managers. Now, what I'd like to do is just head over to Omningage IQ. I would imagine I need to log into this again, but this is a suite of different reports: contact reports, queue reports, CRM reports, wrap-ups and tags, agent reports, and consumption reports. Now, these reports come out of Omningage above and beyond what you can get from Amazon Connect. And if naturally, every customer is different, we do like to build bespoke reports based on the unique circumstance of our customers. I'll just show you a wrap-up report. I've selected the date range already from the 1st of December to the end of December. I'm interested in all wrap-ups, so I've selected those in the report, and I'll quickly run that query. The report's generated very, very quickly, and this has given me a real sort of overview of exactly what has been happening in the contact center environment within that date range. So out of 109 interactions, 63 of these interactions were related to a new ticket sale. So that is the most used wrap-up code. It represents 57.80% of all interactions. I can search through the various different wrap-ups. For example, the new ticket sale, I can expand upon that, and that's going to show me all of the interactions with that particular wrap-up code. I'll quickly touch upon an agent performance report just to give you an idea of how these work. So I've selected the date range from the 1st of November to the end of November. I'm particularly interested in this instance on one particular advisor, and that is Andrew Cousins. I'll run that report. And here I've got a real granular view of lots of different key metrics, online time in that date parameter, the contact time involved, the average answering time, number of holds, the number of contacts out, average handling time, contacts handled, contacts that are handled that were outbound, and of course inbound. I can see that Andrew missed 14 different contacts in that date range, so perhaps something to investigate. Idle time, 8 hours, 35 minutes and 33 seconds. Non-productive time, 5 hours, 11 minutes and 54 seconds. So a place where we can easily grab agent performance information from Omningage IQ. I'd like to thank you for your time today, and I'd welcome any questions that you may have. Thank you.